Hey friends, happy Pride. Listen, this month always brings a swirl of feelings for me. It is a celebration, yes, but it's also a time of reflection. Pride's more than parades and rainbow flags. It's a check in, it's a time to look back, take stock of who we were, and do it better, right? Educate ourselves about where we came from and where we're going. So, for me, it's really a time for me to take like personal accountability and look at how far I've come as a queer adult. And today I want to share a story, one that I have never told publicly because I know somewhere someone younger, someone struggling just like I was might need to hear this. So years ago, after I left Maryland and moved to Tucson, which was its own brave leap, I fell in love. And I found the kind of love that's quiet and solid, and the kind of love that holds your hand when the world is loud and cruel. And I married the man that I love as soon as it was legal. I mean, this is 2008, so um, we built a life. And then just recently, I lost my job due to the current administration. And I started healing during this time. So, started dating the guy who is now my husband. I got a letter. I got a letter. It was from my mother's best friend, a woman I had grown up around in my teens. She wrote me a letter to let me know how deeply I had disappointed God and my parents, and that my lifestyle choice was a waste of God's gifts that He had given me, and that any talent that I had would be gloryless. And those are her words, if not used to honor God. And when she said God, of course, she means her God. Um, and that's a kind of love that only sees love when it's in that box, right? When it's the kind of love that doesn't make room for people like us. I mean, her husband was friends with my father. Her son, I think, actually bullied me so bad that it may have even come to a physical thing. But oh yeah, he would mumble slurs under his breath when I walked in the room, just like poison meant for me. Her two daughters actually were a little more liberal. Um, and they set me up with this other guy that they knew who ended up having severe mental health issues and later became dangerously fixated on me before he ended up being hospitalized. So thank you. But it all felt like they were trying to figure me out. You know what I mean? But anyway, they were nice. They were all trying to understand what gay meant, but not who I was. And while being gay does not define me, it's part of who I am. I don't share this for pity. I share this because I know someone watching has just gotten their version of that letter. Maybe it wasn't handwritten. Maybe it was a text. Maybe it was a church sermon. Maybe it was a door that was quietly closed or a look. And I want you to know something. Their disappointment is not your truth. Their God, if He can't make room for your joy, your love, and your existence, isn't big enough for the real you. You were never meant to be small enough to fit into their approval. It took me years to realize that being queer wasn't something I needed to explain or justify or fix. but it is part of my joy and my protest, my art, my light. And here I am, thriving, creating, loving deeply, and living honestly. And if I had listened to that woman, if I had shrunk to make her or my parents or my family comfortable, I would have found this life. I would not have found this life that I love so fiercely. So, if you're watching this and you feel like an alien in your own family, your own town, your own church, hold on. There is a version of your life that's waiting for you that is so much bigger than the limits that they've placed on you. You don't need their blessing to be brilliant. You don't need their permission to shine, and you sure as hell don't need their letters. You're already divine. You're already whole, already worthy of every good thing. Thank you for letting me share that. Pride is joy, but it's also memory. And when we share those memories, we build bridges for others to walk across. So, all my queer babies, especially the ones stuck in small towns, still hiding, still waiting, you are not alone. I see you. I was you. And you're going to be okay. Happy Pride.